Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Career in 6 with Women in Payments. I am Nicole Meyer. I am the owner and the managing partner of the Meyer Partnership. And today I have the absolute pleasure of sitting with Ellen Linardi, who's the head of product for Clover Networks. Ellen, would you kindly introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Ellen Linardi. Very nice to have an opportunity to be here. I lead the Clover product team and is responsible for strategy, our core product design, and the research organization. And
we are thrilled to have you, and we are excited to learn from you. So our format today is I'm going to ask you 6 rapid fire questions. We'd like you to say what comes to your mind, one more answers, then we're going to get into some more in-depth questions. So are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Here we go. Who or what inspires you?
Solving problems.
Do you attribute your success to hard work or luck?
Maybe neither of both, but like a willingness to take chances and give things a try and be uncomfortable.
And what propels you forward?
Curiosity, I think.
What's a favorite motto or quote that you live by?
I don't actually know who says it, but it goes something along, if not now when, if not you who, right? And it kind of taking the moment and going for it.
When applying for a new opportunity, what percentage of attributes do you feel you need to feel that you have very deep expertise and that you're confident in your application?
40%. I find that subject matter expertise might not always be the most important things as most people think.
And who's the coolest payments company today?
I would say the one that's perking my interest these days are a lot of the new sort of cloud banking platforms for future kind of innovation.
Thank you. So now we're going to get into 6 questions, more than one-word answers. The first is, what's been your biggest challenge as you've climbed the ladder in the payments industry?
I think one of the challenge in the payments areas in general is there's a lot of folks, and as a industry, a lot of folks who have been in payment and have stayed in payments for a very long time, right? And so I think the ideas of challenging existing thoughts, disrupting yourself, new ideas, new possibilities, at times becomes a little bit hard to absorb and adopt. And probably this is also me not being someone who've always been in payment. I come with a slightly different angle, and bringing people along and influencing takes a little while.
And so if there's one thing you could have done differently, what would it have been? And what advice would you give to aspiring women in the payments industry?
I think the one thing I probably would have done a little bit differently, and this is less so with probably my role in payment, but more so in my career earlier, is to kind of actually hone and develop more reliance on my own skill, understanding the kind of things that I do well, do not do well, and kind of take chances and stretch myself a little bit early on. I think it took me a while to get comfortable to do that. And it goes along the same line of, I would say, advice that I would give others as well, right? There are times and roles that are important for you to try and get outside of your comfort zone. That is probably where most of the growth that you'll see in your career comes from.
Absolutely. And what have you done to bring others along in your journey?
I try to do the same for others, as I've been able to benefit from, like taking chances and giving people roles that maybe they haven't done before, right? And coach and develop folks, get to know whether it's the team member, people I'm interviewing, others within my network, and understand what they can bring onto the table, not purely trying to make sure that people check the boxes for the roles that they're trying to fit into.
And how important are your networks and connections in assisting with your career trajectory?
I would say very, both from a mentorship, a coaching, as well as I think all of us as a professional develop a brand of who we are and how people get to know us. And I think I've pretty much have every lead and every position I've had since my first one come from networks and folks that I've worked with in the past.
And as a female leader, how have you helped to shape the culture of your organization, and how supportive have they been?
I think as a female, and I would say this kind of goes in, I'm a mother, I'm a female, right? And at times I single parent. And so I fully embrace my role, both as a professional, a leader, as well as a mom, a female. and are unabashedly who I am. And I think it allows for opportunities for others in the organization and people we interact with to just be as such as well. So the organization has been very open and helpful. And I think in some ways, surprisingly so at times, right? But absolutely been very, very open.
Ellen Linardi, that's it. We have done.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for your time. You've had a remarkable career and you've shared some really important thoughts, some wisdom, some ideas, and frankly, inspiration for women in the payments industry. I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.